Okay, I'm gonna eat my microphone because it's very loud in here, and you won't hear me if I don't. Have you guys heard the analogy about the jars and rocks in the sand? So we all have the same jar, meaning we all have the same amount of time in the day, right? And if we put sand in before the rocks, by the time we put the rocks in, they won't fit. Now, our sand is the noise, right? This is my take on this analogy. The sand is the noise in our life, right? It's our cognitive distortions. It's the spinning in our head. It's when we jump into time machines and we're thinking about the past or the future. It's all the thoughts that don't serve us, that pushes us into a lower frequency and a negative state. So that's the sand, and the sand's going to come, right? For many or for some more than others. Now, by putting in rocks first, you can minimize how much sand is in your day. So, what are your rocks? For example, a rock can be meditation. A lot of people practice meditation, and by having that as a rock that you put in the jar first daily, it's going to take up more space and allow less room for the sand. So, when I think about my life, the things that I need that are foundational, that are fundamental, that I need every day to be productive and to be at a higher frequency and to pull from love instead of fear and to thrive, I need these things. So these are my rocks. One, I need fitness. I need some kind of movement. Maybe not every day, but most days, if I don't sweat, I just feel gross. I feel like I haven't taken a shower. So it gets my mood elevated, and it just like jump starts my day. So I know I need some kind of fitness, and it doesn't have to be like a crazy workout, right? It could be a light jog. It could be a swim, right? Or maybe it's just like a walk, but some kind of movement I need every day. That's one of my rocks. Another one of my rocks is some kind of social exchange. So friends, and it doesn't have to be like a long, deep conversation over crepes, although that is nice once in a while. It could be, 10 minutes of just fucking chest bumps and high fives and just connecting on some level, right? So I need that as a rock. I also need good food. I struggle with food allergies, so if I feel bloated, because I'm eating shit, which many days I do, because that is one of my weaknesses, then I end up feeling like Demi Moore on the cover of that Vanity Fair where she's pregnant, right? And that puts me that basically just puts me out. So I know that I need good food. All right, that's a rock of mine. I need me time. So whether it's 10 minutes or an hour, whether I'm riding my motorcycle or meditating, I need just some time for myself to ground myself, where I'm not, in front of just the world. And so that's a rock for me. And I also need to be creative every single day. That's been a rock for me. So it doesn't matter what form that comes in. It could be writing or editing a video, making a video, some form of creativity I need every day, because I'm more of a right brain person than a left brain person. And finally, I need something to feed my brain. So I listen to podcasts. I listen to audiobooks. That's really fundamental. It inspires me. It helps me. It gets me out of my head. So something educational to feed my brain. Oh, I have one more. I also need some kind of love and affection. I need whether it's touch or a kiss or flirting or sex. I just, obviously, if I'm single, then I would have to take care of that in other ways, or I don't have that rock, but I need some kind of love every day, right? Some kind of physical contact, affection, etc. So those are my rocks, and when I put those rocks in my jar, by default, there's less room for the sand. There's less room for the noise, right? So what are your rocks? Do you have any rocks? Or are you just waking up and pouring noise, sand, into your jar, and you have no space for the rocks, and you end up living very just burnt out, feeling like an exhaust pipe, and you wonder why you can't sleep, and you have a lot of stress. fill your jar with your rocks every day so there's less room for the noise. The